Welcome to our official YouTube channel. Today we'll be discussing about data analytics. Data analytics bootcamp. What are we here to do? We are here to learn. I'm going to be taking you into a deep dive into data analytics. We're going to learn it using Excel. We're going to understand how data works. What is data? We're going to be understanding how to present our data, how to get data, and a whole lot of things. So it's going to be a step-by-step approach until we become pros. So if you are a beginner, just welcome, sit back and relax. We're going to be taking it step by step. If you're also a professional, relax. We're going to be refreshing your memory on Microsoft Excel. So once again, welcome. What are we going to be learning? We're going to be learning Excel basics and navigation. We're going to be learning data entry and formatting. We're going to be learning formulas and functions, data visualization with charts. We're going to be learning pivot tables and advanced techniques, and also how to boost your productivity, tips and tricks on how to boost your productivity in the workplace, as an accountant, as a secretary, as whichever field you are. I think Excel cuts across all of them. So we are here to learn. So let's move on. The first question that comes to my mind is data. We are talking about data analysis. So can someone tell us what they understand by the word data? Can someone tell us what they understand by the word data? So when you hear data, what's the first thing that comes to your mind, please? Someone should unmute the mic and speak. I said before, this is going to be an interactive class. So we are here to learn. So what do you understand by the word data?
In simple words, data is just raw facts.
Okay, show facts. Okay.
Raw facts. Yeah.
Okay, raw facts. Okay. So any other person? Hello. Okay.
Hello. I think data is bits of information that needs to be processed.
Okay, a piece of information that needs to be processed. That goes with what Mr. Mayor just said. Raw fact. So the raw fact to be processed. Am I correct?
Yes.
Am I correct? Okay. Okay. So next person, I think I saw Mr. Edem. He was trying to say something.
Okay, data is a collection of information that needs to be processed for a particular purpose.
Oh, excellent. Continue. Is that all? Is that all?
Yes,
okay. Okay, perfect. We all have very unique definitions of data, and I believe so much that we are heading in the right direction with this kind of answers and with this kind of level of understanding. I believe we are going to be getting the most of it. Why am I saying so? Data. What is data? Someone had mentioned is raw data. True. They are raw facts and figures. So the idea is we are going to be using this raw fact to generate information, right? So when it is processed, a processed data is called information. So as Mr. Amir mentioned, that they are raw facts. So me, I'm adding my own now, facts and figures, right? So when you pick these facts and figures, once you process them on its own, as a standalone, data are just figures and facts. But when it is processed, it's called information. So what we just said there is data simply refers to facts and figures, right? Okay, so in computer, it may be in form of different types, like files, images, text, graphics, and videos. So there are different types of data. types of data, different types. We have qualitative, quantitative, discrete, continuous data, etc., etc. Right? So qualitative, from the word qualitative, you know it's what? Non-numeric. It's describing quality. Quantitative, numeric information that can be measured in numbers. So we are talking about numeric and non-numeric. So the numeric now is the quantitative, then non-numeric is the qualitative data. Are we following? Are we following?
Yes, we're here.
Okay, okay. So now we have another kind of data called the discrete data. The discrete data, it can only take a certain specific value, right? Now the continuous data, it's a certain range. It works with range now. Height, weight, temperature, length. While the discrete data, example of such discrete data can be male or female. It's restricted, like gender, it's restricted. So it can only be male or female. Are we following? Please, if you have any questions, do not hesitate to let me know. Please, you can either indicate by raising up your hands, then I'll have to address that and you have the floor to yourself, please. So let's proceed. So what is data analysis? What is data analysis? We've already discussed what data is. We've already discussed the types of data. So now we are heading into data analysis, the main core of this boot camp. So this involves examining raw data to find trends, pattern, correlation. So we are not just interpreting those information. We are not just, excuse me, 1 minute, please. Hello, please. Okay, I'm back. So we're not just interpreting, we are not just processing the data to information now. Now we are now finding trends. We are now finding resemblances. We are now finding correlations and patterns to help us to make informed business decisions in our organization. So it's not just about processing it now. We're now analyzing those information, right, to make informed business decisions. So whether you are an entrepreneur, whether you are a data analyst, whether you are a manager, whichever position you find yourself, you always have need to define patterns, correlations, trends, and the relationship between figures so that you can be able to make decisions. For instance, we are making a loss for over 7 years straight in our business. What is the reason behind these losses? What is the distinct pattern that we've been following that's been helping us to make loss, right? So that is what we are going to be looking at. Not just the data, not just the processed information now, but why and what is going on. So let's go down into the types of data analysis. There are 4 major types of data analysis: the descriptive data, diagnostic data, predictive, and prescriptive. So you see, that's why that I was talking about here. Why? Now, it now questions further, why are these things happening? The descriptive goes to what happened. What happened? Diagnostic, why did it happen? Predictive, what will happen in the future? This predictive now comes with what we call budgets. This is what we use to prepare budget. What will happen in the future? Now we are forecasting, we're looking at the future, right? And the prescriptive, what should be done? So back to our example that we just made mention of. We are making losses for 7 years, right? What should be done so that we will stop making losses? Are we following, please? Are we following?
Yes, we are.
Okay,
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
we are
okay.
following.
So each type of this data, it serves its own unique purpose and it offers different insights. So if you pick the descriptive, what happened that we made loss in 2023? What happened that we made loss 2024, 2025, like that? What happened? What's the trend there? Diagnostic, why did it happen? Is it that we overshot our expenses for the year? Is it that we've been overspending on our cost of sales? Let me not speak plenty accounting grammar. So is it that our direct costs, is it that we've been overspending on it? What is the issue? So that is the diagnostic. Predictive, what will happen? So if we continue making this loss, what will happen to us? We are going to fold up, right? So we are going to start planning towards liquidation, towards folding up the business, which is not what we plan to do, by God's grace. Prescriptive, what should be done? What do we have to do? So you see how data analysis works. So whether you are a manager, whether you are a business owner, whether you are running the day-to-day activities of the organization, data analysis is an essential tool to deploy. So module 1, this is our curriculum. We are going to be discussing in details our modules. The first module here is Excel, the foundation of Excel, right? We're going to be understanding the interface, the ribbon, quick access toolbar, everything basic of Excel. This is where we are going to be running today. Our module 1, we'll be running module 1 today, and module 2 by God's grace, which is data entry and formatting. Are we seeing very well? Data entry and formatting, module 1 and module 2. That's what we'll be running today. So we want to take our time to deep dive into Excel. First, I made mention of something that if you're a beginner, relax, you're going to learn. If you already know the basics of Excel, relax, we're going to refresh your memory. So let's go straight in to Excel. I'm going to have to close this PowerPoint document and we'll go straight to Excel. Please bear with me. So if you're looking very much at my screen, you can see my screen very well. There's this Excel 2016. So when you open an Excel book, this is what it looks like. If you open an Excel app, this is what it looks like, right? You have the home, you have the new, and you have the open. This home now is the home key. The new is for you to create a new workbook. Open, maybe you want to open an existing Excel workbook. So go now. If you look at this, my dashboard here, you can see that there's something called more templates. I don't know if you see where my cursor is. More templates. You can go there and check for other templates online, right? So let's say you're looking for whatever, a business template, a planner, a tracker, whatever. So you can now go there and check. But we are not looking for templates now. We want to go straight. So we are going to click on this blank workbook. Now, this is what Microsoft Excel sheet looks like. If you've not seen one before, welcome to Excel. It looks big, it looks taxi. If I bring out documents that we use Excel to produce, you'll be shocked. But Excel is very simple. So let's follow step by step. Follow me as we go into Excel. Now, if you look at, let me zoom in. If you look at this, you'll see A, B, C, D, and you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down. So this is a column in Excel. This is a column in Excel. For a column has alphabet, is named with alphabet, while a row is named with numbers, right? So a column name has alphabet, a row name has numbers. This is a column and this is a row in Excel. So an intersection between the row and the column is a cell. Are you following? The intersection between a row and a column is a cell. Now, this is a cell in Excel. As I've clicked on this, it makes it active. So this is an active cell in Excel, right? So that's that. So another thing that we have to understand is there is what we call a range. A range is a collection of cells. So if I should hold on this Excel, click it and drag it like this, this will show you a range. This is a range in Excel. How do you know the name of this Excel range? The upper right and the lower left. Sorry, the upper left and the lower right. That is what the name of this cell is. For instance, sorry, this range is, for instance, this particular range now is B2, D4. Are you following? So if I'm to do that, so this is range. Carry on. Bye. All right. Okay, so sorry, I had a serious, I have some, how do you call them? My assistants in the house. So they had to come in from time to time. So back to what we were discussing, a range. So this range now, if I'm to select from here, from this cell B2, right? So this is cell B2 to D4. So this range will now be B2 through D4. So that's the range. The essence of this range is for reference purpose. It's for reference purpose. For instance, if I'm doing this, B2 through D4, have you seen it selected that particular area? So if I'm going to maybe make an adjustment or whatever, that is the range, right? So please follow me. With time, we are going to go down into that range issue. So that's that for range. Another thing we're supposed to look at is tab key in Excel. Tab key. Now, this is the file tab. This is the home tab. This is the insert tab, the page layout tab, formula tab, data tab, review, and the likes. And the likes. Now, once you click on any of these tabs, it will change. It will change, right? The content there will change. Once you click on any of those tabs, the content will change. The content will change. Are you following? Are you seeing the changes there? Very good, very good, very good. Okay. Once you do that, the content will change. Now that's a tab. Inside the tab is the ribbon. Inside the tab is the ribbon. So if I click on the home tab, some ribbons will come up here. If I click on this, it will come up. These are the ribbons. These are the ribbons. They are divided by some boxes there. They have some different boxes there, right? Even inside this ribbon, we have some drop downs. Look at this. Some boxes, some ribbons, they have some extensions there. So if I click on that, it will give me this. It will give me an extended version of that. Are we following? So you can now go deep dive into that. Even looking at this now, you can even see that we can have alignment, font, border, fill, protection, whatsoever, right? So you can even make some changes there. You can make your changes there. So now let's look at how to okay. Apart from that, let's not go down inside yet. Let's not enter there yet. Let's not start filling in data there. The first thing we are going to look at, apart from this ribbon now, there are other key things that you're supposed to take note in the Excel worksheet. Now, if you look at this, this is sheet. This particular sheet is sheet 1. So, but when you look at this, you can add more sheets. That's sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3, sheet 4. You can add more. You can add more worksheet. Now, this is a worksheet. Here, by the side of this worksheet, you have this bar, right? This is the scroll down bar. You can scroll down, you can scroll up. You also have the horizontal bar here, down here. I don't know if you're following. Please follow my cursor. You can have that here where you can scroll left or right, right? That's another thing. Another thing we should take note of in this Excel workbook is the file. You can save, you can open, you can print, you can share this data, you can import, you can close, right? But we're not closing now. The first time we had seen home, new, and open. But now that we've opened a new Excel worksheet, we are seeing other information, right? So we are here to save as, print, whatever we want to do with the Excel, we can do it. That's that. Another thing that we have to take note that is very important is this bar. This is called the formula bar. Please follow my cursor. Please follow my cursor. I hope I'm not too fast. This is the formula bar. This is where you impute formulas. This is where you impute formulas. You have a whole lot of formulas we are going to learn. So this is where you're going to be imputing them from time to time. This is, if you follow my cursor, this is the minimize button. This is the restore down button. And this is the close button. It's like an X button. That's the close button. That's the close button. I don't want to close now, so I'm canceling. I'm canceling. Okay, so that's for the layout of the Excel. That's that for the layout of Excel. So right now we're going to move down straight into imputing data in your Excel, data entry in Excel sheets. So if I want to make this cell now, cell B2, this is cell B2. This is where you have the cell name. Please follow me. Please follow me. This is where you have the cell name. So if I click on this cell now, this is cell C3. You see the cell name here. Cell C3. If I click on this cell, this is cell C5. So that's how we work. So I'm going to start working on imputing my data from cell B1. How do I do that? So I'll just click on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But what do I really want to do? Want to use this information to analyze data later. So let's say we want to work on sales for the year. How much did we make in the year, right? And want to discuss our revenue and the trends in revenue. Don't forget we are going somewhere. We had mentioned before, what is data? Data is raw fact. Mr. Amir had mentioned that they are raw facts, raw information, raw data, raw facts and figures. Yes, raw facts and figures. So now we are bringing in the figures. If you look at this, it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It doesn't mean anything, right? But let's do this. In Excel, Excel has a way of understanding patterns. So I'm clicking and dragging to select that particular range of cell. Are you following? I'm clicking and dragging to select that particular range of cell. Microsoft Excel tool is very, very intelligent. It understands the pattern that I want to follow. So what I did there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you take your cursor down here, it will show you there's a green box there. And that box is the autofill box. So what you're going to do is you click and drag. You click and drag. You click and drag. And Excel will do the rest. Have you seen it there? So it replicated that pattern for me. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It moved down to 12. Please a minute. Please a minute. Hello, I'm back. Sorry, I had to address my constituency, my constituency people. So that's that. So Excel is very brilliant, and it understood that I want to replicate this pattern. So that's 1, 2, 3, and it brought it down to 12. I can equally do this. 2, 4, 6, 8, right? And I select, I click, I left click and drag, and it will highlight that particular area. Go back to that box, that autofill box, select and drag, and Excel will do exactly the same thing. Now it's in twos. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22. We can even do that in threes. 3, 6, 9, 12. Select, click and select, drag, select, right click, drag, and it will autofill that for me. Are we following? So this is the intelligence that Excel has. So let's clear this. If you want to clear the whole of this, I don't need all this information here. Don't forget that.
Sorry for cutting you short. I'm not saying where you're highlighting and clicking.
Okay. You're not seeing where I'm highlighting and clicking. So it should be okay. So I'm kind of fast, right? But are you seeing my
really
screen?
Fast.
You're not fast. You're not fast.
Yes, I'm seeing the screen.
Okay.
You're not fast. I'm seeing the screen. It was just that where you're highlighting and clicking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's repeat this format. I told us that we are going to take it step by step. Everybody has to understand this. These are the basics. Okay. So this is 1, 2, 3. I had imputed these figures, right? And I said Excel is very intelligent, that it understands patterns. So if I do 1, 2, 3, and I select cell B1, let's not forget the name of the cell, cell B1, which is the intersection between column B and row 1, right? If I come there, I left click down, I select it. Have you seen the selection there? So if you check here, somewhere around here, there's a black, sorry, let me zoom in. Can you see? Let me do that again. Let me repeat that. There is a green box somewhere here, and that is the autofill box. So if I take my cursor there, it will turn to a plus kind of arrangement. Then I'll just drag it down. Right click, drag it, and break it down. It will replicate that pattern. So it will move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So let's say I want to work in twos. 2, I select 2, 3, I type in 3, 4, enter. So how am I moving to the next page now? So what I'm doing is I type 2, I press enter. 3, I press enter. 4, I press enter. Right? So I come here, select on cell C1, select, drag, right? Take my cursor to this green point, the autofill point, drag it down, and it will replicate that pattern. No. I didn't do that well. 2, 4.
Should have been 2, 4, 6, 8.
Yes, 2, 4, 6. Thank you. So I'm selecting now. Take my cursor down there. And it's down in twos. Are we following? In twos. So let's say I want to do it in threes now. 3, 6, 9. Let me not do 12. So let's just, Excel is too intelligent. So let's do that. Select, click and drag, and to select the whole of that pattern. So I come to my green area here, the autofill. Left click, drag it down, and to give me the same array of numbers. So looking at this now, I don't need the whole of this information. I don't need it. So what do? I come here, select, click and drag, select this. I come to this home tab. On my home tab, there is a ribbon here called editing ribbon. If you check here, editing ribbon. I come to clear and I select clear content. Are you following? Clear content, and it will clear everything, right? Alternatively, I'm going to use Ctrl Z to undo that. Ctrl Z, so let me write it down. Ctrl plus Z, we have started using formulas now. So alternatively, I can use Ctrl Z. It will undo everything I did there. That's the alternative. Or I clear that pattern, right? Alternatively, I can just select everything and delete. I can select everything and delete. Alternatively, I can now come here, redo. There's this button here. This is the redo button, and this is the undo button. Are you seeing this? I can redo, I can undo. We'll be using more of this much later. Using more of that much later. So let's come here and give it, let's say we were talking about sales. So what are we going to sell now? What is our company going to sell? Can someone suggest what's our business into?
Akara.
Akara. Oh, nice, nice. Nice. I hope everybody understands what Akara means.
Yes, ma. Yes, ma.
Okay, not just you, Mr. Idem. I know you understand Akara very well. So, Mr. Amir, I hope you understand what Akara is.
Yes.
And, oh, good. Okay. So let's say we are selling akara. Okay. Sales. Okay, so we have different akaras we want to sell. We have akara special. So we have special. We have what kind of akara do we have? Padded akara, meat padded akara. Okay. Which other one? You guys should give me different types of akara now. Hello,
Akara
the
with
akara
egg.
guys. Oh, with
Akara
egg.
with egg.
Oh my God, egg.
Akara with sauce.
With sauce, okay, sauce. Okay, which one again? Please, we should talk. Oh,
Akara with beef or chicken infused.
okay. Okay.
No, like now, which man akara be that? Oh?
Sorry,
Say na
That
rich
akara
one.
is too rich.
it's too rich. Okay, so let's
Too
be rich
rich.
together now. So, okay, one more. But we're out of ideas. Okay. So I can now select these two cells, Control C, and do this Control V. Are we writing these things out? So Control plus C. So I hold Control and hold C. And this will copy. If I hold Control key plus V, this will paste. So I've now used Control, copy, and paste. I've now used my copy and paste, right? So alternatively, I can just select and drag. I can just select. Let me clear this content, just like what we did. Don't forget, I can now do this. Drag it. Don't forget, these are autofill button. Have you seen what it does? What it just did? It brought down the sauce and the beef. If I drag it one more, it will bring down the chicken. Sorry. If I do this, select, if I bring it down, it will bring down the chicken. Are you seeing it? So that's the autofill button. We're going to be using that often. So let's just follow. So we said we are selling akara. Okay, what else do we need in this figure? Quantity. How many specials did we sell? 3. We sold 3 specials. We sold 12 padded. We sold egg. How many eggs did we sell? 5. Please, let's speak. Sauce, how many? Let's say 8. Beef, 5. Chicken, 3. No, some people like chicken, especially Mr. Emmanuel. He loves chicken. So we are going to increase that quantity to 9. He bought 9 stuffed akara with chicken. So sauce, 3. And let's say 6 beef. Let's reduce this quantity to what? Did I hear 3? Okay, so let's do 3.
Why not 4?
Okay, 4. Good. Okay, that's good. So that's good. What else? Amount. How much per quantity are we selling? How much per quantity? So let's say 1 akara would go for how much? Let's talk. This is our company.
Special will be 500.
500.
Sorry, if special is 500, then what about beef and chicken?
Okay,
We are bringing in
there.
figures
No.
now. These are arbitrary figures. So we are bringing in data. Don't forget, we made mention of numeric data, non-numeric data, right? These are the numeric data. This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 4, these are numeric data, and these are non-numeric data. Are we following? So when we are discussing, we are bringing life into what we just explained, right? So someone made mention of the price. Is it too much? Is it too much?
It's not. Well, we are talking about special akara here.
Okay, I like that. So padded akara, how much are we going to be selling that? How much? Nobody's talking, no. Okay, let me give it 300 for one. So the one with the egg, this looks cheap. So this is 100. The sauce. Okay. Can we limit the variety to, let's say, 3 or 4 or 5, so we can just understand it better? Can we limit our variety?
Yes, please.
Yes. So which one should we maintain? Should we maintain the special? I think we should do away with this padded. Okay, which other one? The chicken. Some persons like chicken, so let's hold on to chicken. The egg, the sauce, no sauce, so let's hold on to beef. Okay. I think we are good. Let's limit the variety to this. This is perfect. So I select autofill and I do this. So it's just special chicken, egg, beef. Special chicken, egg, beef. Is that okay? Is that okay? Okay.
Yes.
Some persons are not talking, no. Okay, so beef is how much per beef? Do we go with 200, 250? Okay. So now we have that, and this is 500. Chicken is 300. Egg is 100, and this is
250.
So we have our figures. One thing I want to bring in quickly. One thing I want to bring in again is another formula, right? So we are going to multiply. So we do equals to, we select this cell, we use our star key, which is somewhere along 7 and 8. I don't know if you're looking at your system right now, you'll see it, right? On your keyboard, you see 7 and 8. So on 8, we have the star sign there, which is the multiplication sign. So what we are going to do is we select shift, which is the arrow key. There's a pause key there and a shift key. You select on shift and you press the star button. Alternatively, there is a number key by your side. I don't know if you're seeing that, where you have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's a number key by your right. By your right, you have the 1, 2, 3. Then you can also see the star sign there, which is a multiplication sign. So we are going to use that. So we select E1, cell E1 multiplication, and we select cell D1, and we press enter. So that will give us a figure. What's this figure? This is 3 multiplied by 500, which is the 1,500. Are we following? Are we following? Should I do that again?
We are following.
Okay.
Please do it again.
Please do it again.
I should do it again. So I'm pressing equals to sign now. Equals to. I'm doing it on the second column now. Cell E2 multiplied by, which is the star sign. And you go and select cell D2. You type, you press enter. It will give you a figure. This is 4 times 300 should give you 1,200. If you press on your normal manual calculator, it should give you 1,200. If you multiply 3 by 500, this is the figure. And Excel helped me to just multiply that figure, right? And that is a multiplied figure.
I have a question.
Yes.
Where will you see the cell E1 to type to impute and
No,
and
you don't
D1?
impute. You select. Don't forget, we made mention of what we call an active cell, right? We made mention of a cell. A cell is an interjection between a row and a column. So if I select on this is cell D2. Look at this place now. Look at this place. Look at this place. Follow my cursor. Are you seeing my cursor? The cell name is there, cell D2.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So this is cell D2. This is cell E2. What's the name of this cell, please? This active cell that I'm selecting on. What's the name?
E4.
Cell E4. E4.
Great. How about this?
C6.
Perfect. So if I come here now, I'll select it's equals to again. Cell E3, I select on cell E3 multiplied by cell D3. I just select on it. Don't forget, I made mention that we're going to be doing hands-on experience. Please use your system. If you don't have a system, use something that you can, use your Microsoft Office on. Something that you can use Microsoft Office. At the end of this class, we'll also be dropping the recorded session so that you will be able to go back and check these things again, right? So I'm pressing enter. 5 times 100 should give me 500. I don't want to do this manually, do it throughout. So let's say I have a whole lot of data. Am I going to be pressing is equals to cell this times this? No, I won't do that. Excel has made it very easy for me. We're going back to that our autofill box, that green box. I'm going to zoom in now. That green box here. Are you seeing that? So if I select on that, if I select on that, click on that, drag down, it will replicate that formula. It will replicate that formula. So I've gotten my formulas there. I've gotten my figures. So this is the quantity, this is the price, or you call it the amount, and this is the quantity, this is the price, this is the amount. So let us name our table. Let's name this table. Let's give them headers. So we come down here to this row 1 and select. You just click on that one. It will select, it will highlight the whole of that row 1. If I do that, I can also highlight row 2, highlight row 3. All you have to do, just tap on that number 1. If I tap on B, it will select the whole of column B for me. Column D to select. Are we following? So let's tap on row 1. I want to give this my table headers. So I come to this tab. Don't forget, we have the tab, the home tab, the insert tab. I come to my insert tab, which is the second tab, right? And I insert No. Let's not follow that pattern. Let's go back to home. Let me not confuse us. So I come back to the home and I just tap on this insert. It will give me another one. See, you've seen now, we have a new row up here. I can now come here and put serial number S/N. That's my serial number. I press my tab button. It will take me to the next cell. These are my Akara types, or should I say variety? Or should I say description? Description is better. Description. Tab. I press on the tab. This is the quantity. Quantity. Tab key. This is the amount. Next, tab key. Sorry. This is the price. Tab key, and this is the amount. That's that. So if you look at the whole of this, it's not just sitting well. It's not sitting well. This description is not showing completely. Serial number is one side and the figures are one side. It's not looking nice. Price is one side, amount is one side. It's not neat, right? I can now come here and select B, column B. I come to the end of this column where my cursor will change from down arrow key to a kind of a plus key. And I select and I drag. I drag it to the left and it will adjust that column. That's one way to do it. Alternatively, we can select that row, that column, drag, and it will select the whole of that arrangement, that's the range. Then I click on this way, drag it to adjust, and it will adjust everything. That's one way to do it. Another way is to just come here, select and adjust. Select one after the other and adjust. Select one after the other and adjust. Are we following? Are we following? Okay, so I'll come down. Let's say I want to know the total amount that was sold during this period. I will now come down to do my total figure. So I'm capitalizing and I write total. Tab key is equals to, I'm using another formula now. At the end of this class, you're going to write down the number of formulas used. So if you are not paying attention, you're on your own. You are so on your own. So this is equals to, and I'm going to use my auto sum. Are you seeing this auto sum? Auto sum. I'm going to use auto sum. And I select and enter. I double click on it and enter. Please hold on. I'll just get back to us. Someone is calling me outside. 1 minute, please. 1 minute, please. 1 minute. Okay, I'm back. I hope we are practicing. Too. Okay, we are back. Sorry, I had to attend to someone outside. So auto sum, we're doing auto sum. So is equals to, we're going here, auto sum, double click on that. You see this, Excel is showing me that there's a problem. So let's do that again. Is equals to auto sum, I'm double clicking. I can even choose this range. I select, drag it up, and I select that particular range, and I press enter. It will give me the total. That is 12,200. 12,200. Looking at these figures, some persons might say this is not a money. These are not monetary figures. Monetary figures used to show comma, dot, 0000. How do you bring it, those accounting patterns? I'll just come here, select on on column F. Then I come to this, my ribbon, where you have the general, where you have the number, you have general. Then I'll come here and select this comma, I bring it there. So you see, it's coming in like accounting figures now. It's coming. If I want to eliminate these zeros, I come here, decrease the decimal. This is looking good now. This is looking like a table. I copy this and I paste it here. Control C, Control V, Control C, Control V. I can even take it a step further. I bold this, that's Control B. It looks bold. This is taking shape. This is taking shape. I'm zooming out so we can see the whole thing. It's taking shape. It's looking like a sales report now. But we're not done. We are not done. The next thing we are going to do, we are going to come here. We are selecting the whole of this row and we do Control B. We have bold that place. It's looking good now. It's taking shape, right? Guys, right? Now, there's something else. Yeah, there's something else we did not take into cognizance, the dates that we made these sales. Somebody don't even mention that. So you sold all these things. When did you sell it? On a typical sales report, we should have dates. So somebody should give us dates. We are going to now insert. Don't forget how to insert. We select the column where we want to insert. Select this column. We come to this insert. Just insert. Now we have another column there. We can do that here. Select here. Come to this place. Insert. But I don't want that there. So I undo. Control Z. Come here. I will select on the C, on the C1 cell. I'm selecting on C1 cell. What do I want to bring it there? The dates. DATE. So I'm going to adjust that. I will see. Something just happened right now. I just made a mistake, right? And I have an assistant and they are helping me. to give this lecture. So from time to time, don't be surprised if you hear her voice. All right. So from dates, something just happened. So let's say I made a mistake and I wrote DETR and I said enter. I want to adjust this thing. What I did was I just want to remove this R alone, right? And write E. Instead of me to click on this and write DATE, that's dates. No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I want to correct it. So let's go back to this. What I'm going to do is stick at the panel. What I'm going to do is I'll select on that active cell and double click twice. It will take me to inside the cell. So this is what we call in the cell. I'm making my adjustments in the cell, not on the cell. On the cell, I'll just select on that cell and write whatever I want to write, and the adjustment will cover every other thing. That's not what I want to do. That's not what I want to do. I want to make my adjustments in the cell. So I'll double click on it, delete, and write my E. So that's it. That's an adjustment. So let's bring in dates now. Let's bring in dates. Let's bring in our dates. Someone give me a date. Someone give me a date. Nobody's talking. Nobody's talking.
2022.
Sorry?
1st March 2022.
1st March. I'm using the slash button now. March is 03.
Yes.
20.
22.
20 what? 20.
2.
2020. 20
Anyone
what?
now? 22.
2024. Let's use last year.
All right.
And I click on enter. Did you see what just happened? I adjust it now so that it will show. If the cell, the data that you input in a particular cell is too long, Excel will show you something like this. So it's telling you, please adjust me. Adjust the width. Are you following? So let's bring in another figure now. The next date, 2nd March 2024. 5th March 04 2025. 2024, sorry. Dates, please. Nobody's talking. No. Now, there's something I want us to get. You know, you can present this date like this, and there's another way you can present this date, right? You can come here to this date area where you have the number ribbon. There's this dates. There's a drop down there, right? And you can come here and write short dates and long dates. So let's say I want to do long date on this. I select on long date and it will show me Saturday, June 8, 2024. I don't want this. But that's an example, right? Let's say I want to do that. Okay, let me come to the previous date now. Don't forget, I said something that there's a drop down here where you can select this area where you can select and to give you, okay, it will give you something like this. So let's say I want to select this particular format, just the day and the month, no year. And I say, okay. So this will give me 4th May, no year now. Let me bring in another format of date format. Just this, the month and the day only. 2nd April, no year. No year. So you can present your information differently. You can present your information differently. You can choose to use this format. You can choose to use this. You can choose to use this. You can choose to see different ways you can present your dates. That's why I wanted to bring that there. So let's proceed. Control Z, undo, Control Z, Control Z. That's undo. So let's continue with our dates. Someone give me a date. Someone give me a date. 9th. Nobody's talking. I will call your name. I will call your name. Okay. 14, 12, 2024.
16.
Okay. 19, 12, 2024. Mama, don't go outside, please. Okay.
21st.
31st of December, 2024. Let's work with December 2024 data. These are all dates. These are all dates. So I can come here. Another thing I want us to know is you can come here and select this format painter. The format painter, the essence of the format painter is to replicate this format in other cells. So I come here, select on this, and I select the format painter. I select here, click here, and drag. Why did I just do that? So that all these cells should be in dates format. So let's say any of them had come in as number format, it must have auto-corrected that. Should have auto-correct that. So one more thing before we proceed, I'm going to insert again. I'm going to insert another column. So I'm going to say this is date. So I'm going to say months. I want it in months. Months. I want to know which month is this. This is too long, too much of an information. I can come here and select is equals to month, bracket, open and close. I select this, cell C2, bracket, close, enter. Have you seen that? It's showing me another thing. It's showing me 1191900. This
Hello,
is
ma.
something. Yeah.
Please, how did you create another column?
Okay.
Because I am stuck in the, when you write this, I have to do copy, cut and paste.
No. How do I insert another column?
Yes.
Right? This column D now.
Yes.
Okay. Can someone answer that, please? Because I've been doing that since. Can someone else answer? Can someone else answer that, please? No idea? No idea how I did my insert? Okay, let me delete this. Let me delete this. No idea? I'm going to call someone's name now. No. Where is Mr. Adam? Mr. Adam.
Ma.
How do
I'm
we
here, ma.
insert?
Hey, you highlight.
I like what?
Sorry, ma, I didn't get it. That I wanted to ask the question after before he did.
Okay. Mr. Good, Mr. Abesin, please help us, please. Help us. I see your hand is up.
Okay,
Please help us.
okay. Good evening, everyone. First and
Good
foremost, it's
evening.
not it's a miss. Okay,
Oh, sorry.
so
Sorry.
it's okay. To get to insert, all you need to do is highlight that particular column where
Good.
you the a new column inserted on. So once
Okay.
like from D now, so the highlight the column
Okay.
D, and you go to
Okay.
the tab where you have the cells that you have insert, delete, and format. So you click
Okay.
on insert there. So it's
Okay. Mr. Emmanuel, like this?
yes, please.
Okay. So, Mr. Emmanuel, please try
Yeah,
it on your system right now.
I
Mr.
have.
Have you done it?
Yes, thank you very
Good.
much.
Mr. Adam, have you done that? Mr. Adam, have you done that?
I'm noting it down, ma.
Okay, you don't have a system, right?
I do, but it's faulty.
Okay. Okay, please try and practice these things. Excel is not something you study like textbook. You have to be, it's hands-on. It's hands-on. What we're going to do tomorrow when we resume the next class we're going to be having, what we're going to do is we are going to share this document as an online document where everybody can access it. So everybody can be imputing. I think that's the best way we are going to run this class. Everybody should be able to do something on this document, right? I think that's another way we can do that. Apart from any other question, let me delete this column. You know how to delete where you have the cells, where you have insert the next box there. The next item there is delete. So I just select on delete and it will delete the whole of that column. Alternatively, I can just come here, select that column, right click and delete. I don't want to delete this. Information is too good for me, so I don't want to do that. Right? That's that. Now, the next thing we are going to be looking at is how to design this ourselves. I think we are going to round up from there. This is 7:02. That's where we are going to conclude today. How we are going to design this table to make it look good. This is still good, but come on, it can be better. So we are going to highlight the whole of this. My assistant, she agrees. We're going to highlight the whole of this. Don't forget, this is a range. This is a table range. This is the range. Right? Now, I'm going to select the whole of that table, and I'm going to come to page layout. Coming? Okay, I'm going to come to table. Back to the home tab. I'm going to come here. There's styles here. We have styles. After the general, in fact, before the insert, delete, and format ribbon, we have the conditional formatting, format as table, these styles, this particular area. I don't know if we are seeing. Okay, I'm going to call format as table. So we have a lot of designs. You can give it a green, a blue look, purple, orange, name the colors. So for the purpose of this class, we are going to use this style. I'm going to select the style. Once I selected that, it showed me the range of my table. And it says, I'm going to select here, my table has headers. because my table already has headers here. So I've already given my table headers: serial name, date, description, quantity, price, and amount. I'm selecting that and I'm saying, okay, look at this. This is beautiful. So I can even present this to my chairman in the organization and say, sir, I've done the sales reports. This is the sales report for today. And this looks good. Am I correct? Is this not looking good?
Yes, it is.
This is looking good. This is looking good. So I can even present this. I said, daily sales report. This is my daily sales report. I want to give this table, I want to give this sheet a name now. Do you know I can come to this sheet where you have sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3, sheet 4? I can come here and rename this sheet. How do I rename this sheet? How do I rename that sheet? Any suggestion? Any suggestion? How do you rename
right click.
the worksheet?
No, you
Sorry?
right click
Right
You right
click on what?
on
Sheet
the
one.
sheet.
On the sheet. And do what?
You
And
go
rename
up
it.
and press rename.
Okay, I go up and press rename.
Yes. Once you
Okay.
right click on the sheet.
And I press rename.
Yes, ma'am.
On the phone. Okay, that's one way. Come. This one. Good. That's one way to look at it. Another way, any other suggestion? You know, in Excel, we have like 5, 6 different ways of doing one thing. So any other suggestion? How do I rename that sheet? I want to rename sheet 1. So any suggestion? Any other person? Someone just said I should right click and rename. Any other one?
Okay, you can also go to the sheets and you double tap.
Okay, double tap. Excellent. Double tap. Double tap. That's another way. Are we following? Please, are we following? Are we following? Now, this
Yes.
is good. So let's do that. Let's do that. So we right click, we rename, and this is my sales. Should I call it 2024 sales? 2024 sales. And I press enter. Now that sheet has changed from sheet 1 to 2024 sales. Are we seeing? Should I zoom in? Let me zoom in. Are we seeing this 2024 sales? It has changed. So sheet 2, let me zoom out a little. Sheet 2, I'm going to use the second formula now. Someone said we should double click. I double click on it and I'm going to adjust that stuff. So I'm going to call it, this is going to be expenses. 2024, let me follow that same pattern. Expenses. Enter. So you see, you can rename your sheet, your worksheet. You can rename your worksheet. Also, you can rename this workbook. Don't forget, this is an Excel workbook. Inside the workbook, you have worksheets. Sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3, sheet 4. So you can rename this workbook. How do I rename the workbook? I come here to File tab, select on File tab, go to Save As. This is a new file. This is a new document. I go to Save As, select on Save As, go to this PC. I like to save my document on desktop for ease of access. So I select on desktop and I rename this file. What do we call it, please? Someone help me. Let's see, Bootcamp.
Sales report.
Sorry?
Akara sales report.
Oh, Akara report. Akara Limited. Good. Akara Limited. Limited. Don't forget that sales is just one sheet inside the workbook. I'm saving the document now as a whole. Sales is one worksheet inside the whole workbook. This is the workbook we are talking about. So I'm saving Akara Limited report. And I press save. So if you check up here, that's book one. It's no longer book one. It's now Akara Limited report Excel. Please, are you seeing? Please,
Yes,
are
we are
you
seeing it.
Good. Akara Limited is now Akara Limited report in Excel. And I have my sales here. I have my expenses here. I'm going to have another, let's say, what do we put here? But we are going to be progressing with different figures there. Don't worry. So now, this is this. We've been able to create, insert data. We've been able to understand the, should I call it, the layout of a Microsoft Excel, what an Excel looks like. We'll be able to make some adjustment. We're able to do one or two formulas on this worksheet. So please, the floor is open. Any questions? Any questions? Please indicate by raising up your hands, and we are going to be taking questions now. Any questions, please? Any question? Yes. Adepeju, yes. Adepeju, please ask your question.
It's not, you can go through the format painter again.
Sorry?
Could you kindly help me through the format painter again, please?
The format.
Yes, please. The format painter. Could you kindly help me through it again?
Okay.
Before the painter, please, can you do, I don't know how you put that date there. Sorry.
The date.
Yes.
Okay. Which other thing again?
I think that's all for me.
That's all. Okay. So any other question, please? Any other question? Any other question? No question. Okay, so we are going to work on how did we do the format painter and how did we do the dates? The dates. Do not forget, when we're discussing dates, I had shown you like 4 different formats to present your dates, right? And I also made mention that you can just come to this cell. Let's use this cell I2. Who asked that question about the dates? Mr. Idem, is that you?
It's not Adam, it's Amir.
Okay, Amir. Amir, this is cell J what?
J3.
Good. How about this?
It's I5.
So we are going to work on this and bring in the dates here. So let's use your own dates. So give me some dates, please. Give me some dates. Let me.
2nd September.
2nd September 2
2000.
slash September is what? 9, right?
9. Yes.
2024. I'm
Okay.
typing it in.
Yes.
2/9/2024. I press enter. Give me another date, please.
10th October.
10th October. 10/10/2024. Enter. Give me one more.
25th December.
25th December. It seems you like chicken. Are you the
Yes,
one that
seriously.
suggested that chicken? Oh, good. 2024. I press enter. Now, this is the same format, right? But I don't want, let's say I don't want to present it this way. I want to use another format. I want to use another format to present my dates, the second one. Okay, I'm going now to my tab, the home tab. I'm going to the ribbon where you have dates, where you have number. So I'm coming down here to select. There's this small drop box here by the lower right. So I'm selecting that, and I'll come here to give me options. I can come here and select 14 March. This particular one will give me just the day and the month, and I say okay. So that's 10th October. Are you seeing it?
Yeah, I'm seeing it.
Good. So I can come here now. Let me select the next one. I come to that drop box again. Dates. I want to format this date to, let's say, a long date, something like this. Okay, let me try again. Accept it. I can even use this pattern. So long dates. Not working. There's something there. It's not accepting that as a date. So let me delete that. Try again. 25th. 1/2/2024 and press enter. Select it, come to this place, and I select this. I say okay. It's not accepting that. You see, Excel can be very picky with dates. So is it that I present it in this way, or I present it using this way? But no, I don't want to use just the day and the month. I want to pick the full figure like that. So I can now select this. I can even use this and do my autofill and drag down. It will bring me 2nd October 2024, 2nd November 2024, 2nd December 2024. Are you seeing that? Are you seeing that?
Yes.
So I can do that also. I can do that also. So I can even come here and write it manually. I type it manually. I can autofill using this pattern. If you look at this sheet, this worksheet, you see there's a black box that came out after I had done that autofill. It showed me that I have options set. I can fill months, fill years, fill flash, fill days, fill without formatting, fill series, copy cells. It's giving me options, but I don't want to do any of those things. So I go ahead and just ignore. That's one. That's how you bring in dates. You can bring it manually. You can type them in manually, or you autofill. Did you get that? Did you get that? You can type the
Thank you
date
very much.
manually, or you autofill. I had to show you how to do it. That is one way. Now, back to Adepeju. Adepeju, you made mention of the table format. How did I do that table format? Now I'm going to bring in I'm going to bring in some figures again. So let's say, Adepeju, I need your help here. So give me some figures, please. I'm bringing in 400. I'm bringing in, okay, this is still on date. I'm bringing in 200. I'm bringing in 400. Adepeju, I need figures, please.
Okay, 350.
360. 250.
Yes,
Okay.
please.
So I need some kind of food that you eat. So give me some food that you used to eat. So I'm bringing in rice. I'm bringing in some pork. I'm bringing in
poundo yam.
poundo.
Pizza.
I'm bringing in eba. Okay. Okay. What else?
Pizza.
Nobody's laughing here. What
Pizza is
else?
not food.
Sorry?
Pizza.
Pizza is not food.
Pizza. Oh my God. Now you're speaking.
The
Okay.
list is funny. Oh.
Yes, so I like this list. Yes, we're in Niger. So I'm going to call this my meal plan. I'm going to call this the amount, sorry, the price. So quantity, sorry, I'm abbreviating, and amount. You see, I'm repeating the whole of that table here, but now it's meal plan and whatever. So now let's bring in quantity. Quantity 5. Please give me figures. I'm working with you at the page. 8.
Okay, 8.
Okay.
3.
3.
0.
You cannot do 0 for a bar now.
She's the one that mentioned it. Now
How
she
is it
says 0.
possible?
From me, about 0.
No, you cannot sell 0 about. You cannot.
Okay,
So we
about
can.
2.
Sorry? 2. Okay. Okay. So let's do 0 for pizza.
For
It's not
15.
everybody that buys pizza. Mr. Emmanuel, when was the last time you took pizza?
Ma, please, let's not bring personal stuffs out here.
I agree. Okay. So it's not everybody that takes pizza. Me, I don't take pizza. I don't remember the last time I had pizza. So that's
Not even
that.
homemade.
Sorry?
Not even homemade.
No, I can't remember
Wow.
the last time I had pizza. Can't
Wow.
remember. Okay, so let's go to amount. Don't forget, amount is what? Price times quantity. Price times quantity. So it's equals to cell K4 times cell J4. You enter, and that's 1,000. So I autofill. I can even come here, instead of me to click and drag, I can just double click on this. Did you follow that?
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Instead of me to click and drag, I can now come here, double click, and it will autofill. That's the beauty of Excel. That's the beauty of Excel. Now I come here, back to this, my number area, where you have the comma. I type in the comma. That's to show that it's in accounting format. I decrease the decimal by 2. And that's that. So I come here to do my total is equals to auto sum. Double click on that auto sum and press enter. It will give me the total of that number. So I come here and write my total. Enter.
Okay. Thank
I
you.
want to good. No, you wanted to know how to format the table. We are bringing in figures now. So let's format our table. I'm selecting that range now. This particular range, I come to styles, ribbon styles, where you have this. Just before insert, delete, and format, there's another ribbon there. And you have styles, format as table. I select. Are you seeing there are different designs there? So which other one are we going to choose here? We've done blue. Let's try. Adepe, you give me a color there. I believe you're seeing very well. So
Yes,
give me a
please.
color that you like.
Okay. Orange.
Orange. Okay, so let's do orange. Let's do this orange. So my table has headers. Yes. And I press OK. Are you seeing it? It's coming in beautifully. This is looking good. So I can now present this as my daily sales to my Oga. Are you seeing that? So
Yes, ma'am.
this is looking good. This is looking good. Please let us ask our questions. Even from the PowerPoint document where we had our introduction. Let me quickly bring that up here. Where we had our introduction. Any questions so far? What is data? Types of data? Data analysis, the model. Now, if you look very well, we have done the whole justice to this. We've understood our Excel interface, the ribbon, quick access toolbar, essential navigation, how to navigate, workbook and worksheet management. We have done that. We've created a new workbook, we've saved, we've opened, we have managed worksheets. Sales basics, sales selection, we've selected a cell, active cell. Which one is active is the one that you're working on. That is an active cell. We've zoomed in and we've zoomed out. We've looked at other viewing options in Excel. Data entry, model 2. We've imputed some text, some numbers, and some dates. We've autofill and we've streamlined some data entries. Number, formats, fonts. Okay, we've not done formats and fonts. Alignment, borders, we've done that. Conditional formatting, highlight important. We've highlighted some important information where we have some range. You understand? So let's quickly look at this numbers, formats, and fonts. Let's quickly look at that before we round up. It's just simple. Now, I can come here to this particular cell and I highlight my row, right? Row 1. Are we following? Row 1. I've highlighted on row 1. I want to increase the font size. I come here to where you have font ribbon and I choose this. This particular one says increase font size and this one says decrease font size. What's the difference between these two? The A has an arrow up key and this A has an arrow down key. If you look at it very well, there's an arrow up here which says increase font size. There's arrow down says decrease the font size. I can come here, increase, 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 increase. You see my font size is increasing. Are you seeing? Are you seeing? My font size is increasing. I can come back here, reduce the font size. I can play with this as much as I want. Alternatively, I can come here and select, I can come here and select this number 11. There's a number here, 11. That's the font size 11. I can come here and increase it. Come down here to 28, 48. You see, I've increased my font size. I can also decrease it using this format. That's another thing I can do. I can also change my fonts, my font style. I don't want to use this one. This one is too boring. I want something with designs. This font is too boring. This is Calibri body font. I can come here, the way you have the arrow down key. I can choose Algerian. Algerian is beautiful. Are you seeing, please? Are you seeing my font? It has changed. Have you seen how beautiful my font is looking? Now, this is Algerian font. I can also come back and I select Arial rounded empty bold. That's another font style. I can use this. This is still looking good. So you see, I can choose my font style from time to time. I can select anyone. I can bold. I can select the whole of this. I can bold it using this B. In bold it, I can unbold it by selecting that particular B again. I can write it in italics using the I key there. I can undo that by selecting it again. I can underline. I deselect that. Something else that is very special in Excel, I can bring in my borders. I select this key, this particular one that's looking like a white box here. I select the arrow down key and it will give me options. But what I want to do, I want to use borders. I select all borders and it will give me borders there. Are we seeing? See, my table is taking shape. My table is taking shape. So let me delete. Adepeju, are you okay with this? I want to delete this.
Yes, ma'am, I am.
Oh, okay. So I come back here and I press delete. It will just delete. Have you seen?
Sorry, before you go further.
Okay.
So I want to know the formula you use for the total. Or
The
how you
total.
take it. Yes.
Okay. You're not following. I've done this total twice.
Yeah, sorry.
You are not following, sir. You're not following.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay, please. This Excel is something that you have to take your time. Take your time. All right. Now I come to this cell. I select on it. I press is equals to. One way I can do my total is I can do is equals to sum. I type in sum. Bracket open. I select this range. Bracket close. I press enter. It will give me my sum. That's one way. Another way I can come back there, select that particular cell, make it active, is equals to, I come to my auto sum. There's auto sum here. At the upper right, there's auto sum there. Double click on it and it will give me my total. Have we seen that? Have we seen that? Who asked that question? Mr. Mir. Have you
I've
seen
seen it.
that?
Thank you very much. Yes.
Very good. So, any other question? I'm adjusting this. Any other question, please? Now, there's something else. Someone is not asking me, why do we have these white drop-down boxes everywhere? Why do we have this? There's this white drop-down boxes on my table. Are you seeing it? There's this white boxes here that has
Yes,
an arrow down.
the ones carrying arrows.
Yes. Nobody's asking questions. So let me zoom in so you see it very well. There's white here that's carrying boxes. There's arrow down key. Are you seeing, please?
Yes.
Good. Now, I can come here and select. This is my sort. This is my sort key. I can come down there, select it, and I sort. Sort by largest to smallest, smallest to largest, sort by color, right? I can even sort by the numbers here, but I don't want to sort by that. Let me description. Let me use a description box. I sort A to Z. I want to arrange it in A to Z format. I say select, and that's okay. So it's going to adjust the whole of my document. Have you seen it now? So it's just beef, beef, chicken, chicken, egg, egg, special, special. Let's say I have an array of data of students in University of Uyo or University of Abuja. I have data of the students and I bring in their names here. So I can sort by names so that the first name that is coming down, it should be A to Z. Are we getting it? So you can use that function to sort your data from A to arrange it in an alphabetical order, A to Z, but it will still maintain the figures and the dates and everything. So I have to come here. Look at this now. My serial number has changed because I've sorted it. I have to now come back and bring in serial number 1, serial number 2, then select, then fill. Are you following? Are we following? I don't want to leave
Yes.
anybody behind. Nobody should be left behind. Are we following?